I'm gonna try to get to this truck and show y'all some of these parts real quick. So come on, y'all. At that TA once again. TA off the exit 87 on 95. So, you know, everybody stops at the truck stops, you know, trucking transaction. For all the newbies coming out here, this is what you gonna come out to. Yes indeed, yes indeed. So, hey y'all remember that video that I made about accident, oh not again? I made that same turn, like this is the same place that I made that video where the accident right there, and I made that same turn to get in here. Obviously I try to put myself in people's shoes, so you know, we was trying to figure out whose fault it was. In the video, I was like, well, it gotta be his fault because he the one making the turn. So the straight traffic coming should have the right of way. And that's true. Because when I was making that left turn, you have to yield to oncoming traffic. So obviously, when I was making the left turn, I don't care if I had to sit there for damn near 5 minutes to make sure that I am clear to make my left turn. That's what I was gonna do. But I didn't do that. It didn't take that long. But I'm just saying, like, that's a busy intersection. So you want to wait to make the turn. And where that driver had hit that person was on the headlight. So that clearly showed that he didn't wait. So I really feel like it is what it is. That's nothing but it. But I'm just saying, now that I actually had a chance to make that, like, do that turn, yeah, that was his fault. But yes. Well, let's check some of these brake parts out. Let me get my flashlight. All right, so we are going to look at the glad hands first, because obviously the glad hands is part of the brake assist if you think about it, because that is your air supply. That's how you get air supplied to, you know, your brakes and everything. So this is your emergency brake line, which is what supplies air to your trailer, and the blue one is your service brake line, which is when you push your foot, it pushes brake like air to your tractor. And of course this is your electrical line, which gives you brake lights, you know, lights in general supplied to the trailer. So I'm not going to be able to get a whole lot of visibility, because first of all, it's starting to get dark, and then second of all, it's kind of hard when you don't have like clear access. But like this right here, let me see, this here, this is the brake shoes, and this whole big piece is the brake drum. And I don't know if I can get in here to see the S-cam, but as a matter of fact, let me see here. Like you see right here, this right here is the springs that helps push the brake shoes out. And I'm trying to see, like you see, let me see. You see that tank right there with the writing on it? That's the air tank for this trailer that holds air to supply air. And I'm trying to figure out where the air lines are that controls this. But this don't look like it have what is it? Air chambers. This looks like this has some different type of push rod system. But let's see here. Obviously this is a pull handle style type trailer. You got your locking pin right there to make sure your trailer is locked. But yeah, but I would actually have to lift the hood to show y'all like the air governor and everything. I really hate how they put, you see this right here, put these little black things on in this part right here, but that kind of keeps you to where you can't fully inspect your wheels and everything, especially lug nuts. Like, how can I know for sure my lug nuts are in good standards and you got this damn thing in the way? And then when it comes time to pull the fifth wheel handle to unlock the fifth wheel, this stupid thing gets in the way every freaking time. So let me see here. So this is a double air chamber right here. You see this thing right here? 1, 2. This is a double air chamber. And that little line, that black line you see, that's the ABS wire that connects the ABS sensor to the wheel hub. So it's kind of hard to get in, but you know, you got to try to do your best because you want to know that your stuff is working. So let me see here. Let me lift this hood so that way I can try to get some more parts to show you guys. Now I forgot which one is the air governor, but I don't know if the air governor is included with the air compressor. So see where all these colorful lines are? This is the air compressor right here that pumps the air into the chamber. And I'm not sure, I could be so freaking wrong, but that really looks like this is the air governor right here. This looks like this is the air governor that cuts the air off once it gets to the set amount of air, PSI, that it should have. So this is your air compressor. This is your air governor. And this is a 2019 Freightliner Cascadia, like the one I had. So yes, all these lines go to different, all the wheels and all that stuff. So you're supposed to check these when you doing your pre-trip. You want to make sure these hoses are snug and make sure nothing is leaking. Make sure your air governor, you know, it make a piss like it'll make a piss sound to let you know that the air cut off. Like it'll do a little spitting sound. So yeah, I gotta get some oil too. I might as well fill up and get some oil now while I'm at it. Yeah. But matter of fact, this is your slack adjuster. This is not supposed to move at all when you pull on it. And this is your air chamber, which holds air. You know, when the truck starts up, it's building air into your chambers to, you know, give you braking power. And like I said again, these are so now let's go on the inside. Let's go on the inside and show y'all the brake valves and everything. Oh wait a minute, gotta get this hood tightened up. Hands getting all dirty. Ooh, hands getting all dirty. And wait a minute. Alright, gotta put that on. Yep. Alright, so let's go inside and check out the controls. What we're gonna check out inside is I'm gonna show y'all the valves and then I'm gonna show y'all the air gauges. This is where all the magic happens. You got your foot brake. This is your foot brake, which is called the service brake. And then, like they said, how the air gauges can have, it can have one gauge that has two dial needles. That's how these new Freightliners are made. So, let me try to get the flashlight. Wait a minute. I'm trying to do hold both and point, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. Wait a minute. Let me set it up. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right. So this one has one gauge by itself. You see the two different needles? Like one tank is for the tractor, the other tank is for the trailer. So when I turn the key and let everything cycle over, everything should cycle over. All your warning lights, including your ABS, it flashes so I know it's working. So that shows what's currently in the tank. So once, like, you're supposed to let your truck cycle over. You're not supposed to try to start the truck without letting it cycle over because you can mess the brain and the computer up. So we did our cycle, now we can start. So when you start your truck, you really get a correct reading. So this is your air tank. Like, this is your air gauge that shows you that we have over 100 PSI in both tractor and trailer. So we're pretty good on that. So that goes to show when it's red, that means, like the book said, that you are 60 PSI and below. So this represents 60.
So it's going to be in the red. That means you're in danger zone. You need to stop. I hate this idling thing. This idling thing sucks. But these two are the valves. The yellow one is your tractor valve, which is your service brake. The red line is your trailer brake, which is your emergency brake. So let's just say let's just say I push in, wait a minute. Let's just say I push in the tractor. Now, the trailer brakes is still applied, but the tractor brake is not, because I push in the valve, which the air has released the springs. The air has put pressure against them springs to, to start the braking mechanism. So we're gonna pull it out. When you pull it out, that means your brakes are set. So if we push the trailer valve in, now the trailer brakes are released. So I believe the book said once you push a valve in, it uses the air to release the brake shoes from the drum. So now they can roll free unless you apply the service brake. So,
but when you doing your air check system, obviously you done did your in-cab inspection, you done checked your lights, you done checked your signals, you done checked your hazard lights, you done checked the windows, you done checked your seat belt, make sure it's properly mounted, secured, it's not cut, it can connect and it clips, it secures you in. You check the seat, you check your fire extinguisher, you check your permit book, you check your wipers, you check your window washer fluid, you check all that stuff. There's more to that. I have to go and read from the handout that Prime gave because I still have it. But part of the air brake system test is you have to pump the brakes until it gets to 60 psi to see if the warning light comes on. So let me fix this steering wheel so I can get a clear view. Now, you don't do this with the truck on. You do this with the truck off. So what you do is you're going to pump the brakes until it gets to 60 psi to see if the buzzer and the warning light. So you're going to pump. You're going to pump. Now you got to make sure that the key is to the on position, because it's going to give you the reading of each tank. So once you got the when you start to push the pedal until it lose air. You keep pumping until it lose air. We just trying to test to see if the light gonna come on when it gets to 60 psi. And really, they say that you're supposed to do this every day with your pre-trip. Checking your brakes is supposed to be a daily thing to do to make sure your emergency brakes work once they get low. All right, so we know that this is working. The warning light came on, the buzz, I guess this type style don't have a buzzer. So when it gets to 60 psi, the only thing that will happen, if your truck has a buzzer, the buzzer will ring and the warning light will come on. So we're gonna take this a step further and we're gonna pump it until it get to 30 psi. And what I want to happen is for the brakes to set. You gotta push the tractor brake. See, and that's another way you know that it's working, because if your air is low and you try to push in the valve, it won't, because there's no air. So we know that this system is working correctly. So anytime you lose air, even when you drain your tanks every day, because like I said, you're supposed to drain your tanks every day. So even when you do drain your tanks every day, you have to run your truck in order to build the system back up. So I got the truck running now. Obviously, the light is still on because it takes time to build it back up. So a way to build it back up is to put your foot on the accelerator, and that helps to speed it up for the air to go back into the system. So you see how quicker it's going when I put my foot on the accelerator? Like that builds the air a lot quicker up this way when you accelerate. So once the system gets past that 60 psi mark, then you out of the red zone to where you know, see, it went out of the red zone. But when you get past 100 is when you can pull off, like you're able to push the valves in to where you can pull off. So, like I said, we still got more studying to do. And as I promised, I told y'all if I get a chance, I can show y'all some braking parts. But I didn't get a chance to show y'all the tanks. So that's gonna have to be another video, because right now I'm sitting here waiting on this guy so I can swap this load with him. But yeah, I hope that was educational to somebody. And that's not exactly verbatim how you do the air brake test. That's gonna be a whole nother video in itself. But that's just the way you're supposed to at least do your air brake test before you pull off. That's part of pre-trip. You're supposed to test your air brake system, because how you know your warning lights work, how you know your emergency brakes will pop out when the system is lost. So like I said, I'm gonna have to do another video to show y'all the air tanks and do a real verbatim video of air brake pre-trip. So yeah. So all right guys, time is the essence. I'm making better time of it. Out here working as usual. So all right.
Look at my babies. Look at all the love I get when I come home. Oh, I love my Leo. You always looking at the camera. Oh, no, don't look at me. Leo, my baby. My baby. That's my baby. His little stinky butt. Look at his little stinky butt. Always biting on something. She is fat. She's fat and cozy. Give me a hug, Lainey. Give me a hug, Lainey. That's my baby. We don't do all that lip syncing. She always biting on stuff. Look at this shit. Look. I'm definitely about to take a bath. I'm about to get my tail right until I just got off. Look at this. Look at this stinking butt. He's getting so big though. He is getting so big. My little stinking boy. You want to say hi, Lainey? You want to say hi? You want to say hi to the camera? Say hey. He's saying hey. He said hey. He said hey. His big old paw. Look how juicy and big his paw is. Look at that big. He gonna be a big dang dog. Had to train him to be friendly. I can't mess around and getting in trouble because he going around biting. Look at this. Mess around. He bite. It's okay to bite me because I'm the owner. But he can't go around biting strangers because we gonna have some problems. She don't play though. Like, she ain't gonna bite for no reason. But if you try to attack anybody in his house, it's a wrap. And he a boy too, and he ain't tied up. So, you know, when them boy pit bulls get grown, you know, they very protective too, especially boys. They protect, especially women. And he already think I don't know, I ain't gonna say a ladies man, because he ain't been he ain't been exhibiting no kind of like disgusting traits, anything. It's been disgusting, but it ain't been sexy disgusting. It's been more like dookie disgusting. Lady face be like, why you gotta look like Lady, stop looking. No, I'm just kidding. Let me get it. You look stupid, Lady. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all, Lady. Lady be having me laugh every time. But this my baby, though. He's so soft. He's so soft. That's my baby. That's my baby. Build them numbers, shout it. Shout but shout it. Shout but shout it. Shout bus. You shout but shout it? No, shout but no. Don't be licking on me, Lane. I don't do all that liggity stuff. I don't kiss dogs. I hug you all day, but I ain't gonna kiss you. I ain't gonna do it. I don't care. You look like that. No, I don't get down like that, Laney. I'm your mama. I don't kiss you in the lips like that. We don't do that around here. And you leave my toes alone, boy. Leave my toes. Let me get out of here. I'm about to do these damn things tonight. Deuces.